Welcome to the sanctuary for the anxiously attached. I am your host and your friend, Ava, and I am so happy you are here. Before we start, this podcast is sponsored by Healing Anxious Attachment, the workbook, available through the link in the bio. Let's begin. How to practice self-compassion. Self-compassion is the practice of extending kindness, understanding, and empathy to oneself in moments of pain, suffering, or failure. It involves treating oneself with the same level of kindness, concern, and support that one might offer to a close friend or loved one who is going through a difficult time. Self-compassion involves recognizing that it is natural and normal to experience pain, suffering, and failure as part of the human experience, rather than judging oneself harshly or feeling like a failure for experiencing these things. It involves acknowledging one's own suffering with a sense of warmth, care, and concern, and actively working to comfort and soothe oneself in moments of distress. Self-compassion also involves being mindful and non-judgmental of one's thoughts and emotions, recognizing them as temporary experiences that do not define one's worth as a person. It can help to foster greater resilience, self-confidence, and overall well-being by reducing feelings of shame, self-criticism, and negative self-talk. Here are 10 assignments to practice self-compassion. 1. Write a compassionate letter to yourself. Imagine that a dear friend is struggling with the same issue you are facing. What would you say to them? Write a letter to yourself from the perspective of a loving and supportive friend. 2. Practice self-care. Set aside time each day to do something nurturing for yourself, whether it's taking a relaxing bath, going for a walk, or indulging in a hobby you enjoy. 3. Challenge your inner critic. Pay attention to the negative self-talk that arises in your mind and challenge those thoughts with self-compassionate responses. For example, if you find yourself thinking, "I'm such a failure," counter that thought with, "It's okay to make mistakes. I'm doing the best I can." 4. Practice mindfulness. Take time each day to tune into your body and your feelings without judgment. This can be as simple as taking a few deep breaths or doing a short meditation. 5. Create a self-compassion mantra. Come up with a short phrase that you can repeat to yourself in times of stress or difficulty. Examples include, "May I be kind to myself," or "I am worthy of love and compassion." 6. Cultivate gratitude. Take time each day to focus on the good things in your life, no matter how small. This can help shift your focus away from self-criticism and towards self-compassion. 7. Practice forgiveness. Reflect on a past mistake or regret and practice self-forgiveness. Recognize that everyone makes mistakes and that it's okay to let go of self-blame and guilt. 8. Practice self-compassion in relationships. When you experience conflict or difficulty in a relationship, try to approach yourself and the other person with compassion and empathy. 9. Engage in positive self-talk. Pay attention to the way you talk to yourself and make an effort to use kind and supportive language. For example, instead of saying, "I'm so stupid," say, "I'm learning and growing every day." 10. Seek out supportive relationships. Surround yourself with people who are supportive and compassionate and who will lift you up when you're feeling down. Building a strong support network can help you cultivate self-compassion and resilience. And for your journal practice, here are 10 journal prompts for practicing self-compassion. 1. What are some things that I struggle with and tend to be hard on myself about? How can I offer myself compassion in these situations? 2. What are some ways that I can practice self-care and self-love? How can I make time for these practices in my daily life? 3. What are some negative self-talk patterns that I tend to engage in? How can I reframe these thoughts with a more compassionate and kind perspective? 4. How can I show myself forgiveness and understanding when I make mistakes or experience setbacks? 5. What are some things that I appreciate about myself? How can I acknowledge and celebrate these qualities and strengths? 6. What are some areas of my life where I feel shame or self-doubt? How can I offer myself acceptance and self-compassion in these vulnerable areas? 7. How can I practice mindfulness and present moment awareness as a way of showing myself compassion and being kind to myself? 8. What are some things that I am currently struggling with that are outside of my control? How can I offer myself compassion and comfort in these challenging situations? 9. How can I set healthy boundaries with others and prioritize my own needs as a way of practicing self-compassion and self-respect? 10. What are some affirmations or self-compassionate statements that I can say to myself when I need comfort, support, and kindness? Good luck! Thank you for listening. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell if you would like to keep getting tips on how to deal with anxious attachment and keep updated on other relatable content. Thank you and lots of love.